Hi everyone. Today I am going to explain you DN point group. In this DN point group, the order of DN point group is 2n elements, and thus 2n elements are E plus n minus 1 number of Cn's plus there will be n number of C2's. There will be n number of C2's it have, right? So when we go specific DN point group, we will discuss the D2 point group, and the order of D2 point group is two n. It means 2 into 2, which equal to 4. Thus 4 elements are in D2 point group is E plus C2 plus 2 C2s, where the first C2 indicating a principal axis and the other two are going to be considered as secondary rotational axis, right? This is the principal rotational axis, these are the secondary rotational axis, right? Here the best example to examine D2 point group is ethylene molecule and a special configuration of ethylene molecule. When an ethylene molecule excited, right, the one of the methylene side will be slightly get twist, right? In ethylene molecule CH2, when this molecule get excited, one of methylene group will be slightly get twisted, and thus reflecting configuration will be called as skew configuration, skew ethylene, right? So generally the ethylene structure will be a planar, right? So the ethylene will be like this, where all the atoms, two of the carbons and four of the hydrogens will be in one plane, but this particular molecule, when get excited, the slight one of the methylene group, right, the slight one of the methylene group get twisted. So when it gets twisted, right, when it gets twisted, the molecule will become a non-plane. The molecule become non-plane. The one of the methylene group will be having hydrogens above and below for a plane, right? Certainly for here, if we apply now a plane which is passing through two of hydrogens and one of carbon, and two of carbons and one of methylene hydrogens, when we pass, it will be like this, right, where the hydrogens, one of the hydrogen will be below and the other will be above, right? One will be below and one will be above, like that it will happen, right? So like this, if we consider a twisted skew configuration of ethylene, right, where when it is passing a plane like this, which is passes through two of hydrogens and two of carbons, and it will comes like that for these two hydrogens with respect of that plane. This particular hydrogen is below and this is above, isn't it? Right, like that. So that is the configuration. When we consider it, it will have the four elements in which three are the rotational axis, one another is identity, right? So writing that carbon 1, carbon 2, and carbon 2 having hydrogens like this, 2a 2b, where the other carbon will have two hydrogens, one in the below plane one be in above the plane, one be in above the plane, like that. The skew configured ethylene, right? Here it will have the E plus C2 plus 2 C2s, right? So doing 360 degrees of rotation at any angle of axis, it's give you an identical configuration. So you can do this identical configuration for identity E, right? I am going to directly have the rotational axis, right? So here, right, you know that the while we are discussing the rotational axis, we have considered the ethylene molecules, plain ethylene molecule, for which it having an three rotational axis we suggested, where two are secondary axis, one is the principal axis. Same similar rotational axis, if you are recollecting, same thus the way in this Skew Ethylene also it has the, thus how we can apply the rotational axis, and doing 180 degrees will give you an equivalent configuration, right? If you are not recollecting, let us do here, right? It is no problem. While in the Skew Ethylene, we have to do 180 degrees of rotation to get a equivalent configuration. Doing 180 degrees of rotation to generate an equivalent configuration, what it requires, it requires the similar atoms to be get replaced each other to have the equivalent configuration, right? So this particular ethylene molecule, when you observe the model of ethylene molecule, you observe, right, in what orientation, when we take an axis which generates the replacement of similar atoms, right? So here I will give you the one hint, right? Before having the rotation, let us look at into the model of skew ethylene. With this respect, right, you may not getting the exact the orientation of rotation axis, but while you see the molecular model in a different orientation like this, right? So where what happened, two methylene groups, this is the one methylene group, carbon 2 hydrogen, and the below another methylene group, carbon and 2 hydrogens, carbon and 2 hydrogens, where when we see these two groups, right, how they are, right? If the one it is in the uh, angular like this, right, angular of this, the above, the below is angular of this, right? One is this, another is this, right? So they are they can be, the structure can be an cross mark hydrogens, right? The structure can be and cross mark hydrogen. This is the one cross where two hydrogens are reflecting the other cross, right, from this hydrogen to the below two hydrogens. When we draw, this is the one another cross mark, right? Like this it will be have, right? Right, right. I was observing these two are one cross, right? The other two are another cross, right? Like this, the two methylene groups will be have a cross like orientation, right? Now you are getting, right? I am just uh, uh, showing you how the hydrogen arrangements, that's it, right? I am not doing any uh, uh, chemical or physical uh, uh, physical things onto the molecule, ethylene molecule. I am not doing anything, right? I am just looking how the orientation of elements, right? How the orientation of hydrogen atom, right? Where now you got, this is how the two hydrogens, right, in above, in below, this is how the other two, this is how the other two. It looks as a cross mark, it looks as a cross mark, right? So in which the H1A, H2A, if it is H1B, if it is that, the H2A, H2B will be like this, H2B will be like this in the cross mark. So here, while we make an axis to have the rotation of 180 degrees, will generate an equivalent configuration. Now you may assume, right, how could we have the similar atom replacement to get an equivalent configuration where 180 degrees rotation gives you an equivalent configuration, right? Have you got now? Right, it is very simple. Taking an axis which is passing through carbon carbon double bond like this, right, which is passing through carbon carbon double bond. If we make a plane and if we do rotate, right, the similar hydrogens, first carbon hydrogens get replaces and the second carbon hydrogens will get replaces, gives you an equivalent configuration, right? Otherwise here also we can do same, right? The axis passing through carbon carbon double bond and do 180 degrees of rotation, what happens? The carbon positions is they will change? No, the carbon will be in carbon 1 position and carbon 2 will be in carbon 2 position, whereas the hydrogens of carbon 2 get exchanges their position, the carbon 2a will get the position of carbon 2b and the carbon 2b will get the position of carbon 2a, right? Same to that, the non-planar hydrogens also get replaced each other. The H2b, sorry, the H1b will get the H2a 1a position and H1a will get the H1b position, isn't it? Right. So here let us see. This is how the molecule, where this is the below, right, as these are the two in the planar hydrogens, whereas this particular hydrogen is below the plane and this particular hydrogen is above the plane. This is H1A, this is H1B, right? Doing 180 degrees of rotation, you just observe these two hydrogens initially, right? What happening, you look, right? This is how we will be get 180 degrees of rotation, right? What happened about these two hydrogens? They just replaced each other. Initially we have like this the hydrogens, and after getting the rotation, this is how we got, right? Where the carbon 2 hydrogens are get exchanged. While we do the carbon 180 degrees of rotation, the carbon positions may retain, but the carbon 1 hydrogens are also be get exchange their position, right? Altogether what happens, the carbon 1 hydrogens and the carbon 2 hydrogens get exchange their position. When similar atoms are getting exchanged, the generated configuration will be equivalent configuration. You can compare. By the comparison also you can conclude that it is an equivalent configuration. So this could be a C2 rotational axis. One time an equivalent configuration, doing second time it generates an identical configuration. This is you can do, right? So like this we have a one C2 rotational axis, right? Let us come with another, right? Let us go with another carbon 1 and carbon 2, H2A, H2B, H1A, H1B, right? So again this configuration could be written as the two cross things, H1A, H1B, H2A, H2B, and the point here it is representing the two carbon atoms with double bond, 2 carbon atoms with double bond. So here again we will have a C2 rotational axis, which means 180 degrees of rotation gets equivalent configuration, right? So how, in what orientation, when we take the axis to have the rotation of 180 degrees, will give you an similar atom replacement each other, and the generated configuration will be equivalent configuration. How can be, right? Have you got anything? Right, I will give you, right? uh, right, this is the way. Vertically this, as in here it is applying vertically, right? It's showing that it is passing through two of the carbons, right? And middle for the H1A and H2A, and H2B and H1B. But the vertical axis, right, it is not exactly that, where when we keep same axis here, you will come to know it actually passes middle of the carbon carbon double bond, center of gravity point, it will passes through in vertical. So which means the carbons, as the axis is not passing through carbon, while we do have the rotation of 180, what happens when we do 180 degrees of rotation? The H1A gets the position of H2A, and H2A gets the position of H1A, right? From the back side, the H2A reaches to the H1A position. From the front, the H1A will gets to the position of H2A. Like the same here also it happens. Here also it happens, right? So doing 180 degrees of rotation, right? So here this twisted, ethylene, right, skew ethylene, we have an angular orientation of uh, hydrogens, right? Angular orientation of hydrogens, where here what we are making, we are passing a axis which is in between of H1 and H21 and H1B and H2B, right? In between of like this, right? Which will be in between of these two, and it is not exactly vertical for one of the methylene group, it is in between of two methylene group like this, right? It will be like this. So doing with thus the help, when we do the rotation of 180 like this, when we do the rotation of 180 degrees like this, what happens? The molecule will get like this, right? Initially what we have, you like, this is the configuration we have here. Towards us, the hydrogen arrangement like this. While we do 180 degrees of rotation, is we got same or not? Yeah, we are getting same configuration, right? So which means the generated configuration will be a equivalent configuration, right? So here what happens is the carbon 1 carbon 2 get exchanges their position, right? And the H1A and H2A will get exchange their position. So here the broken line backside, it will be H2A, and similar to that H1B and H2B also get replaced each other, and get such configuration. With comparison of original, this is an equivalent configuration where the similar atoms of hydrogens are get exchanged, similar carbon atoms are get exchanged. So the rotational axis of 180 degrees will now called as rotational axis of symmetry, second fold rotational axis of symmetry. Doing second time, the identical configuration will be generated. The identical configuration will be generated, right? So like this, we have two C2 rotational axis in the Skew Ethylene. Same, it also can have the another second fold rotational axis. Another second fold rotational axis it may have, it will have, and thus how can we get H1A, H1B, H2A, H2B, right? For the first, we have taken an axis which is passing through carbon-carbon double bond. For the second C2, we have vertically taken an axis which is in between of the two carbon atoms. Now we will do this, right? The particular middle point will suggest you carbon-carbon double bond and two carbons are there, right? So where it means that when we write same rotation axis here, like this it will be, right? It will be like this. So with this effect, when we do the rotation like this, right? Like this, when we do the rotation, what happens? Right, H2A get replaced the H1B, and H1A get replaces the position of H2B. These two hydrogens get replaced each other. These two hydrogens get replaced each other, right? Which means H1A getting replacing a H2B, right? While we do rotation like this, what happens? This certainly when we reaches H1A can reaches the H2B position, and H2B will get the H1A position. Same to that, H1B gets the position of H2A, and H2A will get the position of H1B, right? That's how the new configuration will get. And same to that, the carbons also get replaced. Here this particular axis is not passing through any of the carbon, right? It is exactly middle of the carbon-carbon double bond. So the carbons also get exchange their position initially. Thereafter the hydrogens get exchanged. The H2A will get the H1B position, H2B here, and H2B gets the H1A position, right? Same to that, the H1B gets the position of H2A, and H2A will gets the position of H1B, right? So in comparison, this is an equivalent configuration, as it is having the configuration replaced by the replacement of similar hydrogen atoms, right? So 180 degrees of rotation, 180 degrees of rotation generating equivalent configuration, nothing but it will be called as second fold rotation axis. One time equivalent, second time identical configuration. It gets the identical configuration, right? So this particular skew molecule, it has all three second fold rotation axis, in which one will be the principal, the other will be the secondary axis. Here principal axis is what? This will be the principal axis. Why? Because this particular rotational axis is passing through two of the carbon atoms, whereas the other two C2 axis never passes through any of the atom, right? So these two axis passing number of atoms are 0, but whereas this particular C2 rotational axis passing number of atoms are 2. So whichever the molecule having multiple similar fold rotational axis, in this case the axis passing through maximum number will be considered as a principal axis. Here this is the one passing through two maximum number of atoms, so it will be considered as a principal axis. The other two will be considered as a secondary axis, right? So this Q molecule particularly, it has an identity principal axis, second fold principal axis, and two second fold secondary axis, right? So altogether like that, there is no plane here. It is possible there may not be any plane it may have, right? Even if you want to try, you can try, right? If we make a plane passing through one of the methylene group and the other methylene group's carbon atom, right, it reflects the hydrogens in a different place. The similar hydrogens may not be reflected each other, so far the generated configuration never be a equivalent configuration. Like that, anyway, if you apply the plane, it would have the different configuration rather than an equivalent configuration. When we apply the plane like this, what happens? The planar methylene will go for the left side, and the non-planar methylene group come for the right side. So actually we taken initially planar group in the right side, non-planar in the left side. But when we do apply the plane of like this orientation and reflect the atom, it generating a different configuration, and thus different configuration never be an equivalent or identical. So like this, there will not be any plane of symmetry. Even if you want to do try it for the inversion center or improper axis of symmetry, inversion center, if we try the two the inversion center will be exactly middle for the carbon carbon double bond. Center of gravity point we have to see as an select as an inversion center. With this inversion center, the carbons may get be replaced each other, similar carbons may get replaces each other. But when we want to replace the hydrogen atom, this particular hydrogen will get the position of like this here in the plane, but here there is an empty space. It is not replacing an similar atom. This hydrogen reflecting an empty space, and this particular hydrogen replaces an empty space of here. When this particular hydrogen reflect, it will be the above of the plane like here, and this when it is reflecting, it reaches to the here below of the this particular hydrogen, right? So like this, all the hydrogen atoms, similar hydrogen atoms are not replacing each other. Similar atoms are not replacing each other in inversion center when we do apply the inversion of atom. So far this particular operation, inversion of atoms, will not be called as center of inversion, right? So like this, there will not be a inversion center or improper axis or any plane, right? It has only three rotational axes. One will be the second fold principal axis, the other two are second fold secondary axis. With that all, the skew will have only 4 elements of EC2 and 2 C2s, where it indicates that it is a D2 point group, right? D2 point group. So here I conclude the class, right? Thank you.